Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR again, as always. Who the hell else? Never mind. Anyway, today I wanted to show you guys how to use your 3D printer if you have one, which I think you should have one, for some good purposes. So, flip over here to the picture of the flex injectors I took out of my C10. These are 33 pounds or something. They're standard L59 flex injectors, and you can see that they're shorter than the Deca style snake eaters that I put in. And what that means is that you need a spacer to go under the intake, and there's a million ways to do it. ICT Billet sells them for like 15 bucks with bolts and spacers. You can go to the hardware store. I think that's on the Sloppy Wiki. They have part numbers. Or if you have a 3D printer, it's one of those things you can just print. You can just poop them out. So in Fusion 360, again, we're going to open up. This is just one of those things that I love having a 3D printer for. Like this. This is a turbo template to make a log manifold that I'm printing. You're not going to get one and just like take pictures of stuff and poop out the thing and make $1 million, but you can just fire it up and make stuff when you want to, and that's kind of cool, I think. So anyway, Fusion 360. When I go over to the little cube, hit the top view. It doesn't really matter, but I always draw in the top view. Go to solid, create a sketch. Click this little box, and you see your stuff here pops up. I'm going to make sure that I'm in millimeters because this is in millimeters. By default, mine's on inches. I can work either way, but it doesn't really matter. So, millimeter, we're going to create a circle. This is going to be really quick. I'm going to make it, I don't know, 14 millimeters. Then we'll zoom in here. Click the center button, hold it, and drag to move your thing around. Create another circle on this center point. The bolts are M6 by, I don't know the length, I think 25. So to have clearance, we'll go ahead and make this 8 millimeters. That's pretty much it. Now you want to right click on this, extrude, and they need to be 1/2 inch, which is 12.7 millimeters. So we hit enter, and if you click the orbit button down here, oops, click the orbit button, you see that we now have a little spacer. So with that, click on the body, right click on it. I'm sorry, telling you the wrong thing. Go up here to bodies, click the little arrow to drop it down so you can see all the bodies. I'm sorry. Again, you go up here to the little file deal and you export it to 3D print. And we want to do it as an STL. I'm going to send it to Cura. It's this one. You have to click it and highlight it or it won't send it. That's where I was going wrong here. So once you have this blue, just click OK. It'll open Cura for you. Peanut has joined the chat. And it, for whatever reason, it always puts mine down there. Come here, dude. What are you doing? Say hello to the people. But you can just lift her up, scoot her over wherever you want in Cura. There, it'll drop it down. You need 4 of these, so what we'll do first is I want to print it like this. Okay. That's the obvious way to print it. So you can right click on it, multiply selected, 3 copies, hit OK, and it'll poop out 4 because I don't count well. But you can just click that and take it out, and then you can move each one of these independently, pretty much. Put them however you want. My 3D printer is running right now, and the SD card is in it. So, but yeah, you slice it. I would do this with 100% infill. Slice it. Infill's literally the fill in. The standard's like 20% or something like that if you're just making widgets. Like these are 20%. They don't need to be tough. I'm not going to actually try to make a turbo manifold out of it. But these I would do with 100% infill. And then, you know, it's an hour and 15-minute print. You're going to use 7 grams of filament. There you go. That should be short, quick, and to the point. Another thing that hopefully helps you out and, you know, gives you some ideas for what you could use your 3D printer for, or what you could use a 3D printer for if you had one. That's the whole thing. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on The Driveway Engineer.